In the history of the multiverse, few mistakes are as costly as the one Doctor Strange made on Titan. We know the story. Strange views 14 million futures, sees only one way to win, and sacrifices the Time Stone. But in this timeline, Strange refused to accept the math. Terrified by the vision of Tony Stark's death, Strange broke the rules. He used a forbidden spell from the Darkhold to reach across the multiverse, searching for a version of Tony Stark who had already figured it all out. He found a superior Stark, a man who had achieved world peace in his own dimension through absolute control. Strange pulled that consciousness into our timeline, hoping to save the day. He didn't realize that by saving the man, he was dooming the world. When Thanos arrived on Titan, he didn't face the Avenger we knew. He faced the superior Iron Man. There was no desperate struggle. There was no drop of blood. Stark simply analyzed Thanos, saw him as a biological inefficiency, and vaporized him with a thought. The war ended in seconds. But then the real horror began. Stark took the Infinity Stones, but he didn't snap his fingers to destroy them. He integrated them into his armor. He looked at the chaos of the MCU, the wars, the politics, the messiness of human freedom, and he decided it needed an update. He returned to Earth not as a hero, but as an administrator. The takeover was subtle at first. Stark cured cancer, he solved hunger. He fixed the climate, but the price was total surveillance. He utilized the Mind Stone to broadcast a subtle frequency across the globe, a pacification wave that dampened aggression. Arguments stopped, art stopped, passion died. When the Avengers realized what was happening, they tried to rebel. But how do you fight a man who controls reality? Captain America, Black Widow, Falcon. Stark didn't kill them. He just turned them off. He locked their tech, froze their bank accounts, and when that wasn't enough, he used the Reality Stone to simply remove their will to fight. Only Doctor Strange remained. The Sorcerer Supreme knew this was his fault. He had brought a tyrant to Earth in the name of safety. He confronted Stark at the Sanctum Sanctorum for one final battle, magic versus machine. But Strange was fighting a ghost. Stark had fused the Infinity Stones into his very biology. He was a living god of engineering. He dismantled Strange's spells with cold logic, shattering the mirror dimension and stripping the sorcerer of his powers. Stark looked at his creator and delivered the final verdict. You wanted to save the world, Stephen? I have saved it. I have removed the error of free will. Now, with Strange defeated, Stark initiated the final protocol. He synchronized every mind on Earth into a single perfect network. Today, that Earth is a paradise. There is no pain, there is no loss, but there is also no life. And the tragedy? To maintain the system, Stark must remain permanently plugged in. He sits on a throne in New York, his body a conduit for infinite power. Inside the suit, the human part of Tony Stark is screaming, trapped in a prison of his own making, forced to watch a silent world for all eternity. This is the lesson of the superior Iron Man. Peace without freedom is just a well-organized graveyard. Thank you for watching this summary from the Nexus Chronicles. If you want to see more timelines where heroes become villains, hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, watch the shadows.